Welcome to the Adam Rothstein Hockey Podcast. This is your podcast for all things hockey. On this podcast, we talk about past history to the modern day and what you can do to grow the sport. I am your host, Adam Rothstein. All right, let's get to the show. Welcome into the Adam Rothstein Hockey Podcast. This is episode 45, and this episode I am not on camera, and I've just been trying to mix things up and do other things as well. So apologies for no video today. So today we are discussing the Provorov situation. We are also going to get into beer league and reffing. So on Saturday night, I decided to ref a bit, and oh my goodness, I was calling offsides in beer league and doing the face-offs. I collided with two people, so I fell down twice, and I actually had to come to like the box and actually sit down. I could not keep it up, and I was only in the neutral zone too, which didn't really help much. I think it's just like, I mean, like you know how to skate, but I think it's just a very different situational awareness that you need to develop, and I think I learned on Saturday night it's not for me, and that's okay, and it's fine. I put out a YouTube video on Sunday talking about that, and I've got to admit, I think it's just not for me, and that's okay. But I'm glad I got the experience and to know that that it's not fitting for me, and that you've got to, essentially you fell down twice, and I mean, like, yeah, you're gonna be fine too. I mean, my hip it's not like, and the good news is that I know how to fall and get back up. And that was the important thing. And I remember, being 13 years old when, when my coach was telling me, okay, you have to fall down and get back up. You have to do that. So intentionally fall, get back up, and just keep doing that, because that could just, it's costly, time, hockey, getting your time and being on the ice, that's very crucial. You have to get up and you have to make sure that you're doing your role too. And you can't waste any seconds. So I'm glad my first coach taught me how to fall and get back up. So that was a very important lesson there. In the regards to the offsides on Saturday, I'll say that like anything that came close, like for the first 6 offsides, I had to call it, because like I mean, like, it was a good thing too. And then it's like, then I made a couple accidental calls too, and it's hard to, it's very hard to do, and it, I mean, like, and it also didn't help. I was like reffing with a cage on, so that really didn't help as well. So definitely get like at least a fishbowl if you want to keep your entire face covered. That's my recommendation to you. But there's that. And my helmet was like one of the screws was loose. It was a mess, I'll tell you that much. As well. Shame though. Really, really a shame. And there's that. What else do we have? The Provorov situation. So Provorov wanted to sit out warm-ups. He didn't want to participate in the LGBTQ night. He didn't want to do that, and I thought, Okay, fine. You can sit that one out. You don't have to take warm ups and that stuff. I mean, we have players just not taking warm ups for other regular season games as well, and like Crosby's skipped warm ups, Ovechkin skipped warm ups. All these stars at one point have also skipped warm ups as well. So I don't blame anyone for that in the slightest, not taking warm ups. And Tortorella was 100% right to back him on that as well. Now, if you listened to the bonus episode on rothsteina.substack.com, I went on. I was like, oh, I was a mess. I mean, I was swearing like a sailor in that episode because it infuriates me that we let all these controversial issues, peg the game down. And I think we just need to focus on hockey, focus on playing the game, focus on growing the sport, so others have a chance to get out and play sports. Well, that yes, that's part of it as well. But it gives a sense of community, and when the phrase "hockey is for everyone" should mean hockey is for everyone, including the people you disagree with as well. And I think that's a statement you need to carry with you as well. Okay. So please go listen to that episode. And heads up, I was swearing like a sailor. So yeah, and I was talking about free speech too in that episode. So please definitely go listen to that. I worked really hard on that. Beer league. So beer league was interesting. There was like nothing special. I mean, it was essentially a 5-5 tie, which is incredible. The goalies, back in beer league and reffing it as well. It's two different perspectives, and I've got to say, playing beer league is way more fun than reffing it, and that's why you pay certified refs to do it anyway, and you don't have random guys with glasses wearing a cage helmet trying to call offsides. Now, I did get most of the calls right, though, but there's something like that. So, but beer league now. I don't know how many of you are training for this, because I definitely work on the training. I do everything. I eat right, and I eat well enough. I still It's still hard to cut out the desserts though, but I definitely am cutting the carbs and the sugars down. That is 100% true. There's that. Now, getting out to a stick and shoot or stick and puck is definitely the trickiest part, because it's the scheduling times too. You have like the AAA team that needs the practice as well, but we have 3 rinks over in at Palm Beach Skate Zone, and I'm like still thinking, how are you guys not having this at all? I mean, it's like it doesn't seem to make any sense. I definitely say work on your off ice stuff as well, and take your warm ups seriously. Do your backwards skating, and just get right to it, and then stretch for a little bit, and then you should be ready for your the start of the game. Oddly enough, I never start games, and yet I still get 1 to 2 points every single beer league game. But there's that. So definitely training. Go on YouTube, and do and search off ice training stuff. Do yoga as well. That's a 100% thing. 100% thing you need to be doing. Get a wooden stick. stick handle on one leg and then the other leg, and go wide, go narrow. Work on your shoulder raising and your dekes as well. If you're a goalie, do there was hockey yoga specifically for goalies. You can search that out on YouTube. Many different videos. I highly recommend you take up as well. And if you have carpet, at least work on your butterfly off ice. Take some time. I mean, like, get some practice in as well if you can't get out to a stick and puck as well. I mean, it's more about finding time as well. Also, open hockey should, if you have a chance to do open hockey on lunch, you're only going to improve from there. And I think you should definitely get as much time as you can in, so you can improve. Stick handling is definitely the best use of your time off ice as well. I say work. If you can do it with a golf ball real quickly, you can stick handle anything. Pucks are definitely easier to do off ice, but it's harder to do. Also, when you stick handle, make sure you're stick handling on like smooth wood or like not tile, but a flat surface that's smooth. At least do that, and then you should be golden with that. Yeah, excuse me. So yeah, beer league is definitely fun, and you're not professionals. You're not gonna go out and hit each other. Like, you're not gonna want to lay the body on a Leon on like something Zdeno Chara was doing back in the day. That's not gonna happen really much, but I definitely think that it's still good exercise, and you make friends, and you'll learn, and you have fun too. And we keep score. We sort of know the score, but I mean, it's a scrimmage for the most part. And I just like playing the game, honestly. But overall, I would like to find some practice time. I guess this episode's is going to be short, but I do want to discuss one thing about pond hockey, and I think, if anything, pond hockey is just hockey in its purest form. If there's one thing on my bucket list, it's to win a pond hockey tournament. Oddly enough, and I think I can do that. And I mean, that would be fun too. So no goalies are in there, and I guess you're in a wooden box too. I would buy a hat just to say I participated in it, like Minnesota pond hockey or Colorado pond hockey or I don't know, New Hampshire pond hockey. There's a hat for that too. I guess there would be Michigan. There's certainly a Michigan pond hockey hat too, which is there. With all the different versions of hockey, it's just incredibly, it's a beautiful thing too. And it's not like basketball or football, there's like, or baseball or even basketball. I mean, like, there are so many different styles to this game. You play with the goalie, you can basically check this, and then there was like a version in like the Nordic countries of it that had like 11 players or like 30, like there's 30 total people on the ice, not counting the goalies, and it's wow, it's like incredible, and it's like, and the net's as big as a soccer net too. It's like, oh my god, it's like you can't do that too. But ice hockey in its purest form, honestly, I think that that pond hockey is definitely that, and you're not going to deck each other. You're not going to, you can wear, like a Reebok glass eye shield helmet, no cage, and you should be good too, and that should be all right, as well. You can't goaltend too, so pond hockey is based on really pure skill, if anything. And if you have the chance to just go out on the pond and just play, you should absolutely do that. So go have some fun as well. And if you would like to get more information on anything, if you would like to learn more or just be a part of my email list, please go subscribe to rothsteina.substack.com. You can sign up as a free member, or you can pay $5 a month and get exclusive bonus episodes and paid articles. So definitely consider signing up for $5 as well. And if you don't like it, that's fine. You can try again. And you can come off the email list and go and take your $5, and you don't have to spend $5 is what I'm trying to say. Oh wow, that was a lot though. But okay, now if you like this podcast, please consider rating it this 5 stars. Write me a little review on Apple Podcasts, please, and share the show with your friends because they're probably gonna love it anyway. Okay, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.